Apparently, there were 20 teams that put together a PowerPoint presentation for Roki Sasaki. And so when I saw this tweet the other day, I was like, we need to get our hands on this PowerPoint presentation. And so somehow it's been leaked. We've got it. I have it on my computer, and I'm ready to share it with you guys if you all want to see it.
Jim's laptop?
No.
Is this where we're dubbing this? We've seized Jim's laptop.
Donardo, do we want to see it? No. Are we going to? Like, we don't have
I think we actually do, because it's very important.
Yeah.
I mean, this could determine if they're getting him or not.
Never before seen leaked PowerPoint presentation that the Pirates put together for Roki Sasaki.
Okay. Nail it, Jim.
Are we ready?
Nope, never mind. It wasn't you.
All right. Without further ado, the Pittsburgh Pirates PowerPoint presentation to Roki Sasaki. Here we go. It's titled Roki Sasaki, the savior Pittsburgh desperately needs. And there's a couple of AI photos on this thing. They couldn't even afford They couldn't even afford Photoshop.
I'm already in tears.
They couldn't even afford Photoshop to actually put a Pirates jersey on him. So they just generated a couple AI images on the cover.
Yeah, those are pretty solid.
Aren't they? I mean, they did a good job.
Okay, well, the one on the left is solid. The one on the right, like, it looks like a soccer stadium.
You couldn't even get a picture of your own home ballpark.
Hey, I get power. I mean, Photoshop costs like $100. You guys, I don't know what you want from these guys.
It's actually a monthly subscription now, I think, too. It's
and Cody was on vacation, so we couldn't use him.
So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. I actually haven't. I'm seeing this as you are. I've made sure that I haven't gone through this. I didn't take any looks. This is never before seen. All right. Matt right here. I can't believe we're failing Louise. All right, here we go. So let's see what the pitch is. All right. Why a small market? If you remember, and I'm assuming going into this slide, right? Roki Sasaki's agent mentioned specifically that a small market might make the most sense for Sasaki. He doesn't really want to deal with the media scrutiny of a big market, all that stuff. So let's see what the Pirates have to say about that. So I think there's an argument to be made that a small or mid-market team might be more beneficial to him as a soft landing coming from Japan, given what he's been through and not having an enjoyable experience with the media. So the Pirates say that in Pittsburgh, the reporters are all too busy going on podcasts to bother you. And if they do ever approach you, you can just tell them that you don't speak English because we're not going to spend the money on an interpreter for you.
That's a fair pitch. Wait, I just said fair again.
You did.
That tweet. Oh, okay. It's messing my mind. That's a good pitch.
Isn't it?
You know what? I just feel like I'm myself watching someone else read an Onion article right now and seeing everyone lose their minds over it.
I don't know what's
real though. This isn't an Onion.
I know.
Never before
totally
seen.
Real.
Never before seen. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was I mean, you look at we've got pictures of Alex Stumpf here. We got Andrew Destin, Noah Hiles, Jose Negron, like, hey, all of them just spending their time on podcasts.
It is also true because they are all
none of them know Japanese.
There is zero chance any will learn Japanese either.
And none of them ask the tough questions.
Oh, yeah.
And if they do, the manager might get angry at them about it.
Shelton just yells at them. Yeah.
Right.
And then they will never again.
And then you get, and if they do, you have a manager that's got your back.
Yeah.
He will
I'll
yell
just
at
tell
them
him
in
that's
English.
a dumb question.
Yep.
That's a
So,
good point.
This
Check
is a pretty
only
good
for the
selling point.
Pirates.
Pretty good selling point. If you're Roki Sasaki and like this quote is what you're going after, it makes sense. Makes sense. So
Yeah, I think they nailed
Other
it.
sense too, like they're just battling who has sources and who doesn't, and who's wrong on the words and who isn't. You know what I mean? Like
true.
any type of arguments is between them.
It's true.
exactly. All right. Let's take out the next. See what we got next. Media attention. That's for football. Have a bad game. Literally, no one will notice. The only person who will critique you is some guy named Bucko Mike on Twitter.
Just sign me up. Once again, Pirates nailed.
This is true.
Let me interject
However-
something here. For all of you that are listening to this on the podcast, I encourage you to, if you've never watched the YouTube channel ever, for the first time in your life, do so right now. This is definitely very visual.
However, I would demand a trade elsewhere if I had that tweeted about me.
Yeah. I mean, this is a damning tweet from Bucko Mike. Yeah.
And he
I
is
wouldn't
top
have
voice
heard.
of the
Yeah.
Pirates.
He is,
but
he is the number one hater.
he is. But on top of that, too, like again, this is a football town. This is an actual screenshot of a Pittsburgh Post-Gazette from last summer. Right? The title said this is in the summer. Calvin Austin muffs punt in intra-squad scrimmage in Latrobe. And then just in the corner, it just says local baseball club loses. That's
You
all.
obviously changed that part.
And that's on the internet, so you know it's true.
Yeah. I pulled this straight from Post Gazette archives.
The archives.
Perfect.
I mean, the font says it all, Tyler. It's
Yeah,
absolutely true.
definitely does. 100%.
Yeah. So again, just like if you have a bad game, if things don't go the way they're supposed to, it's football season. It's always football season. No one will notice.
But like the worst you have to worry about is us on a post-game show. And we're the three of us. We might say you suck. It's fine.
Exactly. All right, we ready to move on?
Yeah, this is selling me.
All right. Becoming the best pitcher in the world. So one of the things that they said, like, he's not coming here to be rich. He wants to be great. What better way to measure your greatness than to do it alongside Paul Skeens? As far as the getting rich part, you don't need to worry about that. We've got you covered.
I have $3.
Here's where I think the Pirates screwed up. They could have sold this as, we will get you a girlfriend like Livy Dunn, and then you can get rich.
Maybe that's a distraction.
Yeah, it could be a
Maybe,
distraction.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you don't
then-
know. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
wants to
maybe.
be like, he wants to be great.
Yeah, but like maybe it's smart on the Pirates they didn't get a Japanese gymnast, because then we have a rivalry next Olympics, and we don't want that.
True.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't need to make this World War III.
Absolutely not.
Smart,
All right.
But
big brain.
again, like we harp on the Pirates a lot. I mean, they do some things good, and we give them credit. They do a lot of things not so good, and when they do that, we kind of harp on them, right? But I don't see anything wrong with this so far. Like so far, it's been a fantastic pitch. I'm feeling very confident right now that this might happen.
The Pirate, I mean, they're hitting all of his points, right?
Right. Perfectly.
Bucko Mike says that tweet is falsified.
I don't
know what he's talking about.
No.
I pulled that straight from the internet.
I read it.
Yeah. All right. Cultural fit. Feel right at home in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a thriving Asian community that consists of literally dozens of Japanese Americans. Also, pierogies are basically dumplings.
Very true. And also, Jim, if I can take it one step further, I would say 75% of Pittsburgh has seen The Last Samurai.
Yeah. There you go.
It's a perfect fit.
The dumplings part got me. I mean, factually speaking, yeah.
Yeah,
Same thing.
they're the same thing.
Yeah, it's dough wrapping something.
Yeah.
Welcome home,
right in.
baby.
Sasaki plus Pittsburgh. It's a match made in heaven. Cy Youngs will be won. You will not get rich. No one will give you a hard time except for Bucko Mike. In 6 years, you can choose to go anywhere else you want because we're not going to try to stop you. And then they end it with a nice welcome message here on the scoreboard.
The actual scoreboard as well, might I add.
Yeah.
They nailed that one.
They did.
They did really well.
This is a pretty good presentation.
I feel bad for the person who made this because this is now leaked out. And just like what a fantastic job they did for this whole purpose. And I mean, again, like it's leaked, like that's good. Like that person's not going to get any notoriety from this though, because like it's not made for the public. We'll never know who that person was.
No, this was obtained through back channels. Yeah.
I'm actually more annoyed they used it this year and not last year with Shohei.
You know what?
Maybe
though?
they did use it last year with Shohei.
Maybe.
Maybe they just reused it.
Could be recycled.
Shohei wanted the money though. They knew he wasn't a good fit. They want Roki.
True.
That's their man. Again, match made in heaven. Ohtani, not a match made in heaven. They would love him,
Yeah.
but it's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
But this one here makes sense on both parties, and the Pirates gave an A+ effort. It makes sense. Fellas, we've been poo-pooing this offseason, not realizing they spent all this time and effort, not because they're just sleeping in bed, not signing free agency, creating that presentation. That
You know
is
what?
3 months worth of work right there.
Also, though, this team is smart enough to not give him an interpreter because if you don't give him one, he can't get popped for gambling. So, another big brain move.
Well, and you gotta think an interpreter costs $80,000 too.
Yeah, I can't have that.
No. Yeah.
But again, that's just one more person that could become a distraction. You're eliminating all distractions. You want to be great?
Sure.
No girlfriend, no interpreter. You just pitch and eat Pittsburgh dumplings.
Yeah.
I nailed it. I'm back on board with Ben. Everything
it's
I
a good
said,
pitch.
take it back.
It's a good pitch. And honestly, if he doesn't sign with the Pirates, I'd be shocked at this point.
I mean, what did the Cubs have to offer? Like,
Not that.
the deep dish pizza? Like, that's not a dumpling. Like, the deep dish,
True.
the hot dogs with like 30,000 condiments on it. They don't want that. The big city, the media market there. I mean, come on. They actually care about the team and write for them instead of arguing amongst each other going on podcasts.
Yeah, like who doesn't want to go to the South Side?
Southside's great.
If you go to LA, like what are you gonna do? Anything?
I think just sit in traffic.
Yeah. And then like
Maybe
go
get in an
wherever
accident.
you want. Boring.
No one wants that. I've been to LA. Pittsburgh's way better.
Yeah. Like who wants to jump on a train or a subway? No, we travel by car. Like
Does he
normal.
not want to?
T. We do the
Does-
T.
Yeah, kind of. He wouldn't because he'd live outside the city because he doesn't want to live in the city,
He
obviously.
probably live in the North Hills. T doesn't go to the North Hills.
Well, yeah, and he'd drive to the park. Smart man.
I also like they were straight to the point, didn't waste a lot of time. You don't want to waste
Efficient.
Roki's time. Yeah. You
Or
can tell
make
they
it
put a
great.
lot of effort into it, but they also wanted to be straight and to the point.
Again, no distractions. We're not
Yep.
here to waste your time. You got some pitching to do.
Here we go.
Can I
Sax
just-
Boy can tour him all around Western Pennsylvania.
And I mean, Sax Boy was over in Mongolia.
Sax Boy
Close
knows his way around.
enough. So yeah,
I just wish that more Major League Baseball players were like me. Because, like, it'd be great if all of them didn't want to live in a city and just be like, you know what? I want to go live in a suburb somewhere, drive 20 minutes to the park, not get bothered by anyone anywhere, and go home. If they were all like that, Pittsburgh would be the best.
it is the best.
Well, I guess like getting paid is kind of part of that, but whatever.
No,
No, it's
Don't
not.
care to be
Not in this
rich.
case. Not in this case,
don't
baby.
care to be rich. Pittsburgh is the best.
True.
Don't need to be rich.
No.
Again, I feel bad that was leaked.
Yeah.
We got our hands on it though. I mean, I'm glad that we did.
Good sources there, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah. I dug deep for that.
Really good ones.